Surprise, you guys, I am back. In case you missed it, I've been spilling tea about the cast of the 2000s hit show Girlfriends every hour on the hour for the past few hours. And in this final hour, I want to address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that the show never had a proper ending, and fans of the show want closure on what would have happened with each of the characters' storylines. Fans of Girlfriends have seen similar shows like Sex and the City go on to have not one, not two movies, but also a reboot. And the creative girlfriends, Mara Brock told Entertainment Tonight in 2020 how watching the lack of black women on the original Sex and the City series frustrated her. She said, I was very frustrated that black women couldn't even be extras. So, Girlfriends was my answer to getting things done. It was about wanting to document what black women were thinking at the time, what we were feeling, what we were concerned about, and dispelling the myth of the strong black woman. So, if watching the lack of black women characters on the original Sex and the City series frustrated Mara Brock then I would assume it must also be frustrating to see Sex and the City get two movies and a reboot. And it seems odd that a show as popular as Girlfriends was in its prime would not have at least one movie that gives its fans what they have been asking for years. Mara Brock has been very open about the fact that she does indeed have a script for the movie if it was ever to be made. But she has had difficulty finding funding for the movie and has basically had to let it go and move on with her career. When Mara Brock appeared on the Wendy Williams show a few years ago to promote her own TV show Love Is, our girl Wendy asked Mara about a Girlfriend's movie, and she revealed that getting the proper funding for the movie was definitely the holdup. And that over the years, she went from being willing to accept a budget of 5 or 10 million and just making something out of nothing, as Black creators often have to do, to now wanting the proper funding that a Girlfriend's movie deserves considering the success of the TV series. Mara also told Essence's Yes Girl podcast, I have tried. Back in the day, I would have done it for 5 million or make a dollar out of 15 cents to tell this story. There's been times where you might get some interest from the studios, but you don't have all the actors, or you have the actors, but you don't have the studio. I'm just claiming that the story needs to be told big, epically, and right. And Mara also did an interview with Vulture magazine back in 2018 and told them, yeah, you can tell any studio in town. If they got 50 to 60 million, I already have the script. We can make an epic story and we can make a lot of money. But me hustling and knocking on doors, begging to do the story is not where it is anymore. It deserves somebody to see the value in it and write that check. That's what it's about. People often think I have the power. Well, I have a lot of creative input. I know the vision of it, but I need the money. That's what this industry is all about. Supporting artists and supporting storytellers and hearing the audience for what they want and need. There is still a lack of value for what Black women want, yet we have proven to be one of the strongest consumers in the marketplace. Yet we are still undervalued about what we want and need. So yeah, I have a script. It'll be great. But I can't keep worrying about that and hustling that because I wouldn't have come up with Nori and Yasir. I wouldn't have helped launch Black Lightning. I have a lot more stories in me. Begging someone to see the value of Girlfriends, I can't do it anymore. Now, after seeing Sex and the City, one of the shows that most fans find most comparable to Girlfriends, go on to get two movies and a reboot, I can definitely understand why the price has gone up for Mara Brock to create the Girlfriends movie. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Especially when you take into account how much studios make off Black female-centered content. And Black creators are expected to make $1 out of 15 cents, like Mara said, but it's not fair for studios to set those types of expectations on Black creators and not other creators. I always say Black girl magic is just a saying, it's not a real thing. And we can't keep accepting less, but being expected to produce more. The math just doesn't math. And it reminds me of Jill Marie Jones allegedly quitting the show because the cast as a whole was not being paid enough. If you missed my video on that, check out the link in the top right hand corner of this video. Just last month, in November of 2022, Girlfriend's executive producer, Kelsey Grammer, actually said that he wants to bring the show back. He told E! News, "We didn't get a proper finale for the show, and boy, it broke my heart. Oh my God, I love those characters." He said, "It has not left my imagination the idea of maybe bringing one back and try to button it up at least. What the heck, streaming platforms are doing a lot of stuff like this." And Kelsey Grammer pointed to The Game, the Girlfriend spinoff that ran from 2006 to 2015, which he also executive produced, and that was revived on Paramount Plus in November of 2021. And he said, "I would love to see The Game twinned with another stab at those gals. I'd love to give it the proper send-off it always deserved because they were fantastic." Now, I have to say, Kelsey Grammer said all this while he was promoting another movie. So we don't know if this is just PR or if this is how he really feels and if he's going to take action. We don't know, but we will see. Recently, actresses Jill Marie Jones and Keisha Sharp, both from Girlfriends, revealed that they're actually working on a project together. They posted a TikTok of them dancing and a photo of them posed together. And in the caption of the photo, they said, "In the lab with a pen and a pad." And they have 2 dancing girl emojis. And then they say, "Return of the Max." And so it looks like they're working on a project together. In my opinion, I don't think it would be a Girlfriends project, but it looks like they're definitely working on something together. And if I had to guess, I would think it has something to do with dance. But leave a comment, let me know what you think, and do you want to see them work on something together? Leave a comment and share your thoughts on Mara Brock Akil revealing the real reason the Girlfriends movie has not yet been made. What do you think about the price going up? And what do you think about studios not seeing the value in the movie despite the success of the TV series? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.
Layla, Layla.